Hello everyone, welcome back to our final installment of our Smash Ultimate alternate costume tier list. We're finally reached the last stage of it. We're finally on to the ultimate characters, the ultimate newcomers. We have 19 characters to cover, which means we have around 152 costumes to cover to wrap it all up. Starting off, we have Inkling. Inkling girl and Inkling boy, there's not really much to say. Inkling girl has more of a squid orange, as you can see. I'd say that it's pretty solid. It can go somewhere, maybe here in B tier. Blue Inkling, same thing. I would just put him in B tier as well. I'll say right here. So Yellow Inkling doesn't really have much going for it. However, the one redeeming feature I would say about Yellow Inkling is those cool headphones that you see on top of Inkling's head. Those are so cool. I'm kind of surprised that they didn't put them on any of the other costumes. I think it would fit a lot better. So I'll put this one a little bit higher than normal Inkling. We'll put it right here. Oh, this has got to be my favorite Inkling skin of the bunch. Green isn't necessarily my favorite color, but then you see the mask. That's a skull mask. That's a phantom skull mask. I love that he is copying the skull mask, and that his leather jacket is really nice, and he just looks totally decked out for battle. This is an instant favorite. The minute I saw this, I knew I was going to be playing the heck out of him. We're going to put him right up here in S tier. What a great skin, and it looks awesome too. Same thing, you know, with Pichu, but cooler. Now this is a light blue version of Inkling. He looks a lot like a nerd because he has like a collared shirt and glasses on. I believe he has a pocket protector in there somewhere. So I'm not a big fan of this one. I'd probably toss him in C tier just because it doesn't look too good, in my opinion. Pink Inkling I don't really like too much either. I feel like they went like a really confusing route for sort of a pink Inkling. So I'd rank this one even lower, I'd say. I think I'd still play it the most, maybe right here. Purple Inkling is actually done a lot better. I'd say it's better than this nerdy Inkling, but not by too much. I'd say right here would make sense. And now we have Skater Boy Inkling. He has purple for his ink color. Yeah, really great skin overall. I still think Skull Inkling is a lot better, but Skater Boy is a really cool choice for an Inkling. So I am going to put him, let's see. Let's put him right here at the bottom of A tier. Moving on to Ridley. Oh, I love that Ridley's in Smash. It's so cool. They finally shrunk him down just enough to make him his biggest entrance into Smash. So normal Ridley, I think it's Ridley's best design so far. The one back in Brawl, it looked horrendous. But yeah, this one looks very lifelike and destructive. I think we'll put it right here. The only thing better than a Ridley is a Ridley that has a knife on its tail.
And let me see what you have! A knife! No!
Cybernetic parts to help it kill faster. Basically, a more souped up version of Ridley, and that's exactly what Meta Ridley is. Oh my god, this is an easy S tier. As for how high I'd put it, I don't know. I know it goes all the way up to here, but then we start to get into the habit of, well, is it really better than Shadow Mewtwo, Rocky Road Bowser, DDD Wolf, and Lucas? I don't know. What I will say though is I feel like I have to say it's better than Shadow Mewtwo. I'll go a step further, say it's better than Rocky Road Bowser, and I think that's where I'm gonna have to stop it. I think DDD Wolf and Lucas are superior in that. But look how good Ridley, they did this skin so well. It looks just like in Brawl's Subspace Emissary. Threatening and looks like he's about to destroy you. Alright, next up we got Red Ridley. This is a reference to Super Metroid, where on the box art he appeared as a giant red dragon. Not much to say about this one. I still think it's very solid. I will put it right here. And then actually move Ridley down a little bit. I did not realize how high I put original Ridley. So, because I feel like I play normal Ridley a lot less than Red Ridley. So we'll put him right here. Actually, that's his updated placement. Alright, blue Ridley actually looks really well done here. The pink on his wings is very nice. I'd say overall, I would put this, you know, somewhere around here in B tier. I think that's fair. Green Ridley looks a lot like a giant lizard, which I guess you could classify Ridley as a giant lizard. I think this one's kind of mediocre. I'd still toss it in B tier. Right here. This is absolutely a cash money tier for Ridley. I love the blue on his lanes. Apparently it's a reference to the golden statue in Super Metroid or one of the Metroid games. But it's nice to see him that he is now a cash money character himself. I am gonna put him right here actually. I think that it's done really well here for the cash money. And right here we have Ridley's original design back in the first Metroid game, back when Ridley didn't actually do anything. He was a very small boss. You know, I gotta say, I'm not too big of a fan of Ridley's original design. Probably just the green on the wings that's what's doing it for me. I think the purple isn't too fantastic either, but I can at least live with it. So, I don't know, this kind of reminds me of that Palutena skin. I put it like right here. This is the only other skin that uses Meta Ridley's design, which is kind of a shame. I would have really liked to see them use Meta Ridley's design more often. You know, 4 regular Ridleys and 4 Meta Ridleys, but I understand why they only did 2, because this is supposed to reference Mecha Ridley from Metroid Prime, I believe. Done really well here. I'll just put it a step above White Ike in B tier, just because of how good it is. You know, the green and the wings, and it's pretty solid overall. Simon, we've reached the Belmonts now. I don't really like Simon's design too much. It doesn't really strike me as sort of a vampire killer. It looks more like a desert warrior to me. I'd still put it in B tier though. It's not terrible. Put it like right here. Yellow Simon just looks like a worse version of Simon, so it goes into C tier. I think this is like a red or an orange Simon. I think this is more of like an orange, to be honest. It goes like right here. It's like the same thing. I can't really tell much of a difference. Red Simon. I don't really know. I'd say it's better than these two. I'll give it that. But again, I may just have to put this one here in C tier. I just don't see myself using most of the Simon skins. Red and Black Simon's a different story. It's fine until the hair, and then you see it's gray. So I'd still say it's fine, but it'd probably go around here in B tier. Blue Simon isn't too bad either. But again, I don't really have much of a preference for this one, so I'll just put it like right here maybe. This is just Grandpa Simon. I don't have much of a care for him. Here you go. And then this is actually my favorite of the Simon skins, where I feel like they actually do something right. They don't make his hair gray, and they give him at least sort of cool enough colors where I can say, yeah, this looks like he would be a vampire killer. So I am going to go ahead and put this one all the way up here in B tier. And here's the other Belmont, Richter. Richter has 2 blue designs, but I'm going to say that this one is just fine in B tier. I don't really use this one too much, but I can't deny that it's still pretty solid. Red Richter's done pretty well. They somehow, when it comes to blue characters, the red variants just managed to give more, I don't know, vibrant colors, I would say. I will put you right here over Red Kirby. Purple Richter's fantastic. Dude, it's like everything wrong they did with the Simon skins, they did right with the Richter skins. This one's fantastic. I'll put it in A tier just because of that cool purple design. I still think Inkling does it better though. I would like to argue that this green Richter is a cash money Richter. Similar sense to Robin, because this doesn't look cash money enough, but this does. Because you can see that it's green, and then you have like the gold outlinings, but then this is more of like a saturated yellow, and you have like brown linings. So cash money, no cash money. So let's put him, we'll put him one step ahead of Robin. And then this one will unfortunately have to go below Dr. Mario. It's the yellow variant in C tier. This is his second blue design for Richter. I like this one a lot more. It's much more vibrant. It's much more colorful. I'll toss this one right above here in B tier. I would use it a lot more. Black Richter, an easy favorite. I go all the way up to S tier on this one. Well, yeah, S tier. We'll put them right here. The black and the gold is just perfect. That's not something that Simon did. It's something that only Richter can do. And it's just pulled off really well here in this black skin. And on a completely different note, we have white Richter, which in my opinion is also done really, really well. I would put him just behind Wedding Mario in B tier. Oh boy, it's time to cover my favorite character in the whole game, King K Rool. He has some pretty solid skins, not gonna lie. A lot of these are gonna be, you know, higher up if I must say. The King Croc himself, we just have to put him atop B tier. Because, I mean, you can't go wrong with this. It's nice. The blue Croc. Gotta move him all the way up to B tier as well. Just put him just behind normal K Rool. Then maybe a little further behind. Yeah, I think I may have to put him a lot further down. I don't think I'd use blue K Rool that much. Right here sounds good. Orange K Rool. Actually not terrible. I don't like it too much. But we can put it right here in B tier. Cash Money K Rool. If you ever watch Running Buffalo, he's one of my friends. He calls this guy the Pissed Croc. A Croc because somebody pissed on him. See? Yeah. Anyone? No? Okay. Well, as for this one, I'd obviously say he'd go top the Cash Money tier, right? Well, you'd be almost right. I still think that Cash Money Falcon, he invented that tier. No one could ever take that away from him. But he can make a close second and snatch it out of Dark Samus and Ridley's hands for second place. Because he makes a really strong statement here. I think I'd almost play this skin, if not for another favorite skin of mine. Pink K Rool, easily the worst of the K Rool skins, and it's still the best pink one I've seen. So it goes right here in C tier. It's better than Falco, actually. I'll put it right here.
It's time for the moment you've been waiting for.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time has arrived. Your king of the Smash Ultimate alternate costume tier list has finally arrived. And here he is, my favorite skin in the entire game, Black King K Rool. It is just perfect. They took my favorite character and they gave it a black skin. That is all I ever wanted. The only thing I feel like I would suggest to change it is just make the cape black. Like the cape black from the Cash Money skin. Maybe even make the jewel blue, that shiny blue. And that can be done with like a little bit of modding. But I don't even need to mod to tell you how great this skin is. This is just even more special than the look-alike younger me of Lucas. It won't ever replace the top of S tier. No one is ever topping what King K Rool's black variant has done. Now that I got that out of the way, we can move on to red King K Rool. I'd say it's more of a maroon. Sometimes I play this out of accident because, you know, I play black King K Rool. Sometimes I end up getting this one. Honestly, not that bad. I'll put it right here in B tier because it's not bad for mistake skin. And white King K Rool isn't done too bad either. Let's see. I'd say that it can go right here in B tier. Alright, Isabel. I feel like Isabel shouldn't even be in the game. She's just too weird of a character. It makes absolutely no sense. Isabel goes atop C tier. Now this is Isabel when it's fall or winter, and surprise, she has a jacket on. So, I think that's cooler. No, I'm not trying to make a joke. Don't go in the comment section saying I tried to make a joke. I didn't. I am putting this one in B tier. You're welcome. Pink Isabel isn't like that bad as a pink skin. I'll put it right here in C tier. Red Isabel is definitely one of my favorites, gotta say. I'd say purple Isabel isn't too bad. I'd say it's slightly better than pink Isabel, but I don't know how far I put it. I'd say maybe here in C tier. Green Isabel. It's okay. You know, I'd actually put this one in B tier because of how decent of a skin it is. I'd say right here is fine. Gray Isabel just wasn't done very well. I think it would have been actually not that bad if they didn't add the extra unnecessary details to her ears and the top of her head. So, where would I put this? I think I'd put this one further down here. And then finally, this one's another one of my favorites. This one would go lower than Red Isabel, but I'll say it can go right here in B tier. Alright, moving on to Incineroar. Incineroar's design is not that bad. I will put it right here in B tier. Green Incineroar kind of just nauseates me. Lucario's is a lot worse. So, I'd say Incineroar can stay. Right here is fine, I guess, in C tier. This is basically Incineroar's design, but much better. So, it goes into A tier, right here. Blue Incineroar isn't bad either, so I would put it, right here works. Purple Incineroar would be fine, but again, I don't really know why they gave it the white hair tufts. I think if they stuck with the black ones or made them purple as well, they would be fine. It'd be a much better skin, but unfortunately it has to suffer around here in B tier because of it. Reminds me too much of this fox. I have no idea how I'm supposed to feel about this. On the one hand, it reminds me a lot like Chester Cheeto, so it's cool, but it's not really a reference. So without the reference, it's just kind of horrendous. So I'm sorry, you just have to go here in D tier. Black, Gray, Incineroar, very good. I played it a little bit back during the game's initial release. I'd say it can go right here in B tier. It's pretty solid. Oh my god, finally. Finally, they made an alternate costume for a Pokemon its shiny form. Technically, they do have that with Charizard's purple variant, because that was its shiny in Gen 2, but that was just for only 2 generations. It's black now, so why haven't they done that? And they screwed up Greninja's shiny. They technically have Pikachu's shiny, but like they don't have it without a hat at least. So I'm finally glad that we have a legitimate shiny Incineroar as a Smash Ultimate alt. I love the reference, it just has to go into A tier. I still think this is a lot better, but I'm finally glad that, made a shiny Pokemon to Smash alt. It's what we've all been asking for. Piranha Plant is the goofiest character that nobody asked for, but everyone is kind of fine with, I would hope. I thought it was a goofy character myself. Now I main him with like all the other Canes, so who am I to judge? Piranha Plant is great. You just have to put him in B tier. He goes right here. I'm not really a big fan of this, but this does reference how Piranha Plants used to look back in Super Mario Bros. So I have to at least give the reference to them on that one. I still put this one in B tier. I'm not a huge fan of it. I'm glad they changed the design. This one's a much better version of a yellow Piranha Plant. I'd still say that this one may go around here in B tier, just to be safe. Pink Piranha Plant. This one's alright. If you haven't noticed with Piranha Plant, they switch between flower pots and pipes, which I think is really unique and a nice reference. So that's why none of them are going into C tier. That's why this one's the worst of the bunch, and all it's going is right here in B tier. Yeah, that's right. Oh, black Piranha Plant. It's just perfect. I love how they didn't even use the pipe for this one, because this was in Super Mario 3D Land as an inky Piranha Plant, and those weren't in pipes. So I love how they gave it the flower pot skin for that. As for how high I put it, the highest it would go is right here in S tier. Just along with Mewtwo, Bowser, Ridley, and all the rest of the crew. This one looks like a pretty ghostly Piranha Plant. I love how the edges kind of look like it has frost on them, which I think is such a nice detail. And it really just looks like a plant in the winter. I'm not too big of a fan of the yellow pipe choice, but I'm honestly just shocked of how creative of a design this was, that I am probably going to put this one pretty high up in A tier. Well, maybe not. I think I'd actually put this one right here. But it's such a creative design. I think the pipe is what brings it down here to A tier, if I'm being honest. Purple Piranha Plant's pretty good as well. They did do the coloration with the leaves. The purple on its head looks very nice. And they kind of saturated the lips just a little bit, which I think is also really clever. So this one can go right here in A tier as well. And then finally we have the blue Piranha Plant. Again, not too big of a fan of this one as well. The brown pipe. But yeah, I think I changed my mind. This would have to go in C tier, just for all the sheer randomness. It's still not that bad of a skin though. Unfortunately for the DLCs, they did not become transparent, so we're going to have to stick to black backgrounds for now. Hope you guys can bear with me. First off, we have Joker. Obviously I played this Joker because I'm too lazy to choose anything else, and I think it's fine as it is. So this one will go here in B tier. Purple Joker. It's a nice touch. I like it. The problem is I can't really determine it from the normal one half the time. Sometimes I'll look at this and say, oh, this is Black Joker, right? And then I look at it for a little longer and say, oh, no, that's actually Purple Joker. Whoops. With that said, I think I would put this right here in B tier, just because I think it makes sense around here. Blue Joker. You can at least tell that this one's blue. They made the colors pop in this one. So I think I'd play it around the same as normal Joker, but I'd put this one right here. Cash Money Joker, hello. Well, you can be the first DLC to join the Cash Money tier. How high you will go? You have a pretty drip robe, I would say. But let's see how drip it is compared to everyone else's dripness of robes. I would say that you can go right here in the Cash Money tier. You have more drip than Dark Pit, but I think Pit has more of the drip. And now moving on to Red Joker. This looks like someone really cool, actually. Let's see. I think out of these four, Joker would be somewhere around here. This is a Persona reference Joker. It's a white one with some red variants. It's a reference to some Persona character. I don't know. I haven't played the games. With that said, I think it's not too bad, but I would have to put this right here in B tier. That's the lowest this one will go. This one references his school outfits, which I think is kind of weird, but kind of interesting since he goes to school apparently in Persona 5. Like every normal 16-year-old does. You go right here. And then this is the same one, but white. So you can go here. Alright, on to Hero. You basically just have 2 skins for each version of Hero. This is 11 from Dragon Quest 11. Not really a big fan of this guy. Some people say he looks like a girl just because of his hair. I kind of don't think so, but I'm still not really that impressed. So you're gonna go here in C tier. Mom, can we get Goku? Oh, sorry, honey. We have Hero from Dragon Quest 2 or 3. Yeah, this is basically Goku at home. I don't really like this one either. This one is actually worse than Dragon Quest 11's Hero, so it goes right here. I can't remember what game this one is from. I feel like he's kind of the most forgettable, which is kind of sad because I think he's not too bad. Because we can put him around here in B tier. At least the Hero from Dragon Quest 8 actually looks pretty decent and not that bad. I use him a lot. He's my favorite hero skin to use to cause some havoc with RNG upon. So we'll put him in A tier right here. The hero for this one, again, I don't like it. So, but I think that what they did right was they made the robe pretty cool, but then they made his hair again a lot like a grandma. So again, I'd say this is more like a B tier spot around here. I'd say that this version of the Goku at home hero is, again, slightly better than this. But again, I can't really put it much higher than this. So, I like this one more than these two. So it goes here. This basically just looks like the Dragon Quest 8 hero, but they put it on this guy. Again, I'd probably just put you right here. And then, they were so close. I think they could have just made his hair black and it would have been great. But no, they had to make his hair white. They have to show the people age in Dragon Quest, which makes sense, but not good for skin. So, we put you right here in B tier. Banjo and Kazooie. So, Banjo will also change and Kazooie will change with every skin change. So, the original Banjo and Kazooie, again, you can't go wrong with it. So, we're just gonna put you right here in B tier. Oh god, why did they have to make pink skins look like Pepto-Bismol covered in acid? That's just what Banjo is. This is an automatic F tier, I would say. I mean, what I would say is that Kazooie isn't too bad. It looks fine. It's just Banjo brings this thing all the way down. So, if anything, I either put this at the bottom of D tier because Kazooie's redeemable enough, or I put it at the top of F tier for Banjo. Because Banjo likes to spam and camp a lot, we're gonna have to put this one in F tier. Because, again, Banjo brings the whole thing down. The Black Bear Banjo. I don't really like Kazooie in this design. I think that the purple wingtips doesn't really fit the Black Bear Banjo too much. But I do like that Banjo's Black Bear design makes him look like, well, a black bear. It's very nice. What I will say though is I put this one right here. And that's really mainly just because of Kazooie. One or the other in this scenario is just gonna bring each other up or down, depending on how much I like the design. This one I feel like is done the best. And I'm obviously going to put this one in A tier. As for what it does right, Kazooie's design is very solid, and Banjo's design is also very solid. The thing is with Banjo is they did actually make some changes to him, where they are noticeable. Like the fur is not identical to original Banjo's. And Kazooie just looks great. The purple colliding with the pink, that is a good mix, unlike the blue and the pink. So, great job on the skin design for this version of Banjo. Black and white Banjo. I think this is kind of interesting of how they went about this, but I feel like this is just something that would just end up on the cutting room floor. I don't see this one as a good black skin. It just goes right here, along with the other failed black skin prototypes. I'm looking at you, the links. So, Cash Money Banjo. It is in Cash Money tier after all. Except how good is it? I feel like they do carry all the necessary amounts of drip needed in order to get in Cash Money tier. But some of it is kind of distracting in the sense of, is this a Cash Money character? Or is this just a putrid yellow ugly character? So, since it's on that kind of wavering line, I feel like the best thing to do is to put it just above Ryu. I don't really see it doing much cash moneying after that, so that is where it will reside. Blue Banjo and Red Kazooie. I gotta say, this one isn't too bad either. The designs are great. I like that. Maybe make Banjo a little bit of a darker blue, and I think this would have worked a lot better. But yeah, I'd probably say right here works. This references Gruntilda, the final boss from Banjo and Kazooie. I don't really like Gruntilda in that game, and I like the reference what they were going for. Unfortunately, because I don't like Gruntilda, I don't like the design either. It looks horrendous, but at the same time, that's exactly what they're going for. That's the reference. They're trying to reference the bad guy in that game. And when you do that, that is done very well. So, I feel like I shouldn't be playing this too high. I feel like I should put this, like, right here. Alright, Terry Bogard. Terry's designs are very nice. So, original Terry, can't go wrong. Gotta put this one high up in B tier. Maybe around here. Blue Terry, I still think Red Terry is better just because it feels more iconic, if you know what I'm saying. Let's see. I think here works for Terrence. Brown Terry, not too big of a fan. There's no logo on the cap, and he just looks very dirty overall. So, I still think it's fine. I'd put this one in C tier maybe. Atop it. Actually, no, I put this one right here in C tier. Green Terry, let's put you a little bit higher. How much higher? I'd say right here in B tier makes sense. This one doesn't look too different than normal Terry, but his hat, instead of saying Fatal Fury, says Neo Geo, which is the console that Terry comes from. I like the reference. You know, it may be a small reference, but it gives you a nice little boost up the tier list. Right here in B tier. Makes sense. I can't remember what this one says. It's a little small to read, but this is kind of one of the Black Terry skins. I'm a little bit of a fan of it. It's pretty good. It'll go, say right here. Makes sense. Now this is the real Black Terry skin that I always play. You ever seen Terry's Road to Elite Smash? Oh yeah, you'll remember him wearing this awesome getup. So we'll drop him right here in A tier. And then you got Cash Money Terry to close it out, which is very interesting. You don't close it out with a Cash Money character that often. And Terrence has some immaculate drip, which I think is impressive. So I'd say that it goes better than Dark Pit, better than Joker, better than Pit, better than Sheik, better than Bowser, and that is where it's going to stop, because I think Ridley, Dark Samus, K Rool, and Captain Falcon just have too much drip to overpower Terry's just pretty sizable drip, to be honest. That's a pretty nice placement for a DLC character in Cash Money tier. Alright, now on to Bilath. Nobody wanted this character, but I guess I should say that it's not too bad of a Fire Emblem character compared to every other Fire Emblem character I have seen in this game. They're garbage. Normal Bilath, it's my favorite skin to play, just because I can't find a good skin anywhere else. So, we'll put you right here. So, this one is just a female version of Bilath. There's nothing that really changes, except their gender. So, here. So, these next three apparently reference the professors in the Fire Emblem Three Houses game. I don't even play that game, so we're just gonna say this one's blue. So you go with the rest of the blues. Here. You are red, but you have grandma hair, so I don't like you. Here you go. Cash money. Here. Okay, now we can go back to... Oh, this one's another reference. Anyways, this is Bilath, made after Sothis, which is apparently the god of the Fire Emblem Three Houses. I don't see much of a change. Maybe right here makes sense. Well, actually, no. Here makes sense. Okay. These two skins are an absolute joke. So, let's scroll back up for a second, shall we? As you may recall, this is Bilath. This is just how Bilath looks. So they thought, we need ideas for a 7th and 8th alternate costume. And someone on the design team said, what if we dyed their hair green? Alright. Anything else? No. This just proves the same problem as this pit in D tier. It's too similar to an existing costume. This Tomb Link, too similar to an existing costume. Yeah, these two are too similar to an existing costume, but they didn't even, like, change it to at least try to look different. At least with this one, you know, they have the hair blonde, and they have something that try to at least change it. I feel like that one's too similar, so I'm cutting this one a little too much slack. So this one just looks straight up almost identical, but if you look closely enough, they're saturated a little bit. You can tell that it's at least slightly different. They at least made an attempt. They went and just changed the hair to green, said, yeah, this is different enough, let's call them the 7th and 8th skin. They're apparently supposed to be a fusion with Sothis, who I couldn't really care less about, so, you know what? I would put them in F tier, but, like, I don't know. I put them in D tier, honestly, if I'm being honest. I feel like if they changed anything and, like, made it worse, then they would go in F tier. But these are, like, D tier skins, because apparently it's a reference. Because that's what they do when they do their final smash thing. Their hair turns green, guys. It's a god's talking to them. This is ridiculous, I swear to God. Another ridiculous character, Minon. Nobody likes Minon, but we'll talk about her anyways. So, Minon is not that bad of a design. So, normal Minon we'll put right here in B. Blue and pink Minon, again, I'm not really a fan of this. So, the blue and pinks, I just don't like them. We're gonna have to put you right here. Red and black Minon I actually like a lot, because it kind of references the ancient Chinese dragon. And if you've ever seen, you know, ancient Chinese things around, you know, the Lunar New Year, you would know that a lot of them are just red and black, which I think that's a really neat reference, considering that she has a dragon as one of her hands. So, again, really cool reference. I gotta put this one up here. So this is going to be our cash money Min for today. As you can see, the black and the gold make a lot more sense. The only reason I'm putting this in cash money tier and not treating it as a black skin like all the other black skins is because this one's the black skin, and I will be going over that much later. So this one is cash money tier. How cash money, you ask? I think I would say right here is where I can draw the line for Minon. I'd say that the black to gold ratio is far stronger in Minmon's design compared to Dark Pit's. So I still think there needs to be like a nice balance for Dark Pit in order to be like a really good cash money tier. But I'd say you could go either way with this. You could put this one right here and, you know, this one right here, and nobody would be able to tell the difference. It's a tier list, guys. And this one kind of looks like, you know, it's Min, but she has a fin under the sea. That was a terrible joke. I'm probably not going to make it out alive for that one. But either way, we're going to put this one right here. It's not bad. So there is a design change here. The thing is, if I pull it up to regular Min, if I can find her in a second, right here, you can at least tell that this one's just supposed to be more green, and it's not clearly identical. So I'd say green Min would just be like right here. Pink Min, I don't like it. It go here. Black Min, this one's just obviously the best because it's a black skin. Who am I to complain? So this one will just go in B tier where? B tier there. Alright, moving on to Steve. Steve was basically the character I wanted. In other words, I wanted Waluigi the most in Smash. Then it was Crash. Then it was Steve. I got Steve, so he kind of ruins the meta, but he's a fun and goofy character to play sometimes. Provided that you don't encounter any 5-year-olds online, he's not that bad. How can you say no to the original Steve? He basically has a smiling face that says, "Hello world, may I take your order?" Could we put this one in S tier for Steve? It's my tier list. Yes, I'm gonna put him in S tier for Steve. He's funny. Sorry, Waluigi, you didn't make the cut. You had to be added on as a Luigi skin. At least Steve has his own skin as a fighter in Smash Ultimate. Now you got the female counterpart to Steve, Alex. So I think Alex is fine. You know, as kind of a player 2 character in Minecraft, you can't really go wrong with Alex. It's just a reference within it of itself. So I would say that this one can go right here. I love how the next two are just direct references from Minecraft, not just costumes of Steve and Alex. Like this one is Zombie. I think it's kind of interesting how they went for Zombie, but again, it's kind of just a recoloration of Steve, so I can see why they chose it. I wouldn't put it too high though. I'd put it like right next to Alex, just for the Minecraft reference itself. I just started laughing when they revealed Enderman for Smash, along with Steve, Alex, and Zombie. Why? Because he looks like this. If you've seen an Enderman in Minecraft, they look really tall, they have very long limbs. So the fact that they shorten him is just really funny to see. If you've seen Iggy in Smash, and you see him pop out of his clown car in that game, he's really short. He shouldn't be. He's much taller than that. They all make the Koopalings look like Bowser Jr. It works for some of them, not all of them, which I just think is really hilarious and funny. So, again, I'd say for the Enderman reference, I like it the most, and it's the most funny out of the 3. So, it could go right up here. So, these two are Tennis Steve and Tennis Alex. I don't really know what to say about them. I like the reference. This was like a skin for Minecraft at one point, so we'll put them right here. And here's Tennis Alex. And then these two are Swedish Steve, if you can see the kilt, and Swedish Alex. I'm a big fan of IKEA myself. I'd say that Swedish Steve and Swedish Alex can go Swedish here and Swedish there. On to Sephiroth. This reveal was so cool to watch. Getting another Final Fantasy rep. Look at Sephiroth. It's so cool to see another villain in the game. And his design is amazing. We just have to put him right here in A tier for a fantastic design. Actually, you know what? Since Steve can make it into S tier for having his name begin with S, then so can Sephiroth. But we'll put him right at the bottom of S tier, just because of the cool design. And just like with the original design, I alter off between this one and this sort of purple one. I like how that makes the armored plate look a little bit darker. And there's enough of a difference where you could tell it's not just normal Sephiroth. And I like that. I think it's pretty cool. We'll put this one right here in B tier. This is apparently supposed to be green Sephiroth. I think this one is not too bad. Again, I can't really tell unless I look really closely and squint and say, oh yeah, his cape is green. So, I will put him right here. Why not? Alright, red Sephiroth. I can't even tell that's red. Again, I have to look up and squint and then say, yep, that's red. I sure do know my colors, everyone. Let's put this one right here. Is this supposed to be white Sephiroth or gray Sephiroth? Regardless, it's not that bad. Here you go. Blue Sephiroth actually came out pretty nicely. So this one definitely gets a B tier spot. Just above the Icy Lucario. Oh my god. What did they do to Sephiroth? They made him have abs. What are you doing, Nintendo? Is there something you're trying to hide? Or is everyone just secretly ripped in this game and we have no idea except for Shulk and maybe Zero Suit Samus? I will just put these in revealing tier because everyone went crazy when they saw these. They were like, oh my god, he's hot. It was such a funny experience to watch. And then you get, what's even nice is when the wing pops out, you can basically just see it erupt out of his back, which I think is such a nice touch. Makes him like really feel like being an angel is sort of like a gene, which I think is really cool. Alright, on to Pyra and Mithra. I think half of the skins are like really cool and nice references, and the other half I think are just kind of okay. So, Pyra and Mithra, I think their designs are okay. Like, nothing too big. And we'll just put them right here. So this is like green Pyra and Mithra. If I told you what these guys are supposed to be based on, I would be considered spoiling the game for anyone who hasn't played it. Green Pyra and Mithra, we'll just call them that if you haven't played Xenoblade Chronicles or 2 or something. Anyways, I'm not too big of a fan of these guys. We'll just drop them like right here. This design is like kind of created. It's kind of, oh, okay. I see what you're doing. They swapped the colors of Mithra, put them on Pyra, and vice versa. It's an interesting tactic. Sakurai said, oh, you could use it for playing mind games, but everyone knows that I'm such a big brain that I can tell which one's the real Pyra and the real Mithra. So, sorry guys, you can't use this to outsmart me. Enough about outsmarting, you can go here. So this is another reference to Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Apparently Pyra wears this in as sort of a disguise. They call it like a Gormati cloak of some sort. And then Mithra is designed after Nia, which is apparently one of the party members in Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I feel like I don't like this design as much. I like it the least, to say. So we'll put it right here. Dark Pyra and Dark Mithra. I feel like this one just kind of fall flat like all the other ones. Fall flat, but not enough. And I feel like it can go a little bit higher for that fact. So we could put this right here. I'm not too big of a fan, but I can say that they tried. It's not too bad. America Pyra and America Mithra. Like, they call this like a tri-nautical aerospace or something. I can't remember what Sakurai said. I'm calling this America Pyra and America Mithra and nobody's stopping me. So, what we're going to do is... I was trying to put them where America Mario was, and then I remembered, oh, he's in S tier. They aren't S tier skins. But what we can do is we can compromise, put them in B tier, because they're like the only other America skin in this game besides Mario. If there was one thing I could do to make the original designs of Pyra and Mithra better, it would be to really bring out the colors in them. And that's exactly what this one does. Why is this not Pyra and Mithra's original design? Why isn't it just their permanent design? It's clearly better. The colors just are full with energy. And I love how they swapped out the green for blue. That's amazing. I love it. I love how I'm like, Pyra and Mithra are fine, except they need to do one thing, and they finally did that one thing. I can't put this in S tier. Or can I? I feel like that would be wrong if I would have put it in S tier. Again, it's my tier list, I can do what I want, but I at least want to be fair to the other skins that were made, so I think I can put this one pretty high up in A tier to compromise with that fact. We'll put it a top A tier, because it's just that good. So funny question, could we consider this cash money? There's supposed to be references to silver and gold. That kind of sounds like cash money to me. I would think so. That sounds very cash money to me. I think they can go right here in cash money tier. Being literal references to metals formerly used as currency. I mean, you can't get much better than that, can you? I didn't think so. So, unfortunately for Kazuya, it's pretty cropped. He got zoomed in on his photos, so it kind of looks like he's missing his hair. So, you know, it kind of looks like he's bald.
Oh, Your Highness, I'm sure it's not that noticeable. Bald!
But just bear with me. Anyways, so regular Kazuya, it's fine. It's how you would expect Kazuya to look back in his appearance in Tekken 1 and onwards. Well, Tekken 5 actually. In Tekken 1 he had blue jeans, which I will cover shortly. So Kazuya goes here. Now the latest installment in the Tekken series, Tekken 7, Kazuya now gets maximum drip and attains a pretty nice black suit as a head of the G Corporation. I believe that's what it is called. I love this. He is just fully dripped out and therefore needs to go all the way up here to A tier. Right here. Red Kazuya. I mean, not that bad. It's probably my least favorite out of the bunch. Oh no, I think normal Kazuya is. But I will say that this is a pretty solid skin. I will put it just above normal Terry. Now they got silver Kazuya. Alright. Nice suit. I thought the drip was impossible to go further, but they are proving me wrong. Silver one is great. I'd say I have to put this one right here actually. I think it can go past K Rool. Silver is better than his bronze belly, so we gotta say that. So this is how Kazuya looked back in Tekken 1. I believe it may have been the Player 2 outfit. I love how, you know, Kazuya looks like a absolutely jacked and trained martial artist, but then all he has is just, yeah, I'm still wearing my blue jeans that my father got me for my 7th birthday before he tossed me off that cliff. So I think it's kind of funny how he basically started this whole journey wearing nothing but blue jeans, I guess. It's a cool reference. I gotta put this one right up here. It's just like the suits just keep getting better and better. This is a purple suit now we're talking about. It's like they're cherry picking all the best colors to put on a suit. Like purple's great on a suit. Have you never worn purple on a suit? If you do it right, purple's great on a suit. So we'll put this one right here. And now here's my favorite of the bunch. I love how they gave him the black pants. It's better than white Kazuya because he has black pants. Again, I can't really put it much higher. These two are like the same thing to me. One of them is basically jacked and has pants on, and the other one is just full of drip and look like he's about to fire some people out of a volcano. I don't know, that sounds like something Kazuya would do. Okay, of course, I said there's no way it can get any better. They have a black suit, a purple suit, a silver suit, and now they have the cash money suit. What's next, a super suit?
Honey! super suit?
What?
Where is my super suit?
Again, this looks like the embodiment of living and breathing Cash Money. Of course, Falcon, being the creator, can never be toppled, but the only one who can be toppled would be K Rool, because he just looks like he lives. They got the hair to be the same color. It's like he's absorbed all of the Cash Money in the world, and now instead of just throwing punches, he throws coins. Like, he can knock down coins out of Mario, the coins out of Sonic. He just controls all the Cash Money. The only one who can zap him, of course, is Cash Money Falcon with his Cash Money punch. And now we have reached the final character of this godly huge tier list, Sora. This one just is Kingdom Hearts 1 Sora. He just looks goofy with his big shoes, his, for some reason, big pants, and of course, Keyblade. We will put him right here. Kingdom Hearts 2 Sora has to be my favorite of the bunch. They just basically did, well, what they did with the other ones. They made his shoes a little less baggy. His pants a little less baggy. His shoes are around the same size, but they gave him some black colorations to make him not too much like Mickey Mouse. But then I guess with the black colorations, he does look a lot more like Mickey Mouse. So, I will put this one high up. I'd say here would make sense for Sora. Now, this isn't Kingdom Hearts 3 Sora. This is Kingdom Hearts 3 Sora. This is Kingdom Hearts 2.5 Sora. No, I'm just kidding. It's Kingdom Hearts 3D Sora from the 3DS game Dream Drop Distance. I think this one's kind of fine. I would put this one right here. Kingdom Hearts 3 Sora, again, better than Kingdom Hearts 3D Sora, but I would put it, you know what, I would interchange between these two, so this one would go right here. So this is a reference to a mode in Kingdom Hearts where everything looks like the 1920s cartoon Steamboat Willie, and so this is formerly known as Timeless River Sora because that's where he is in that location. I think it's a really cool reference that normally, at the very most, Smash characters will get 4 different skins, or in this case, if they have 4 different variations, like what they did with Wario, for example, they have 4 of his biker and 4 of his normal outfits, they would just interchange between each one. For Sora, they have 5, which is something that no other Smash character has. I like the reference, but as for myself, I'm not that too big of a fan of the design. However, I can still put this one in B tier for the interesting reference itself. Now we're getting to the last 3. This one's modeled after Goofy. It's a Kingdom Hearts 2 Sora. It's just a red version of Sora. We'll put him right here. The blue version of Sora, this is using his Dream Drop Distance model, and it's kind of modeled after Donald. So I don't know how far I would put this one. I'd say maybe right here. And finally, we've reached the final costume of the final character of the last part of the team list, of the tier list, Zebra Striped Sora. What a way to go out. I just gotta say, you know, I think it's interesting how they went for a white variant and they said, we haven't done zebra stripes on any of the Smash characters, why don't we just put zebra stripes on Sora? I think Sakurai would very much like that. And as for me, I think I'd like it a little bit too. I like the interesting idea. We'll put it right here in B tier. And would you look at that, our gigantic tier list is finally complete. I think I should go over some important parts of this tier list. For the champion of the tier list, we of course have Black King K Rool. No one else could top him. He was destined to be a top. And here are all the members that joined him in S tier. Some obviously would have been expected, and some others a nice welcome surprise. As for the loser of this tier list, Oh, would you look at that? It's Yarn Yoshi. He replaced Black Yoshi from Super Smash Bros. 4, who had never returned because this was his replacement. He disgusts me. In the Cash Money tier, we have a total of 29 characters, which is pretty insane that we get this amount of Cash Money representation in Smash. Interestingly enough, we also have 5 in the bonus revealing tier. I'd say that there were a small amount of characters that got a little bit revealing. It's still an E10 plus game, so we'll let those ones slide. As for C tier, it was quite adequate, but B tier had the most characters, as you can see. Look how far I'm scrolling up. Look at all of these characters, all with just nice skins overall. Even once you get to over here, you can see how better the skins get. And looking how far up you go, and then you go all the way up to here, and then you end with Black K Rool. So this was such a fun tier list to make. I would like to do more of these in the future. If anyone suggests another tier list idea, I could do. Thank you guys so much for watching. This series took a lot. And make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you want me to make a tier list in the future. I will gladly do so for another topic if anyone suggests. And with that said, I will see you guys in the next video. And until then, peace out, and make it a great day, everyone.